So the principle I'm going to talk about now is reflective of what Jyotish said, but it's slightly different. Serving with willingness, joy, and enthusiasm increases energy and magnetism. When we serve with the thought, God, I'm doing this for you, we get filled with energy. It doesn't matter what we're doing. And the more we're enthusiastic and joyful about it, the more our energy builds. And then we take that energy and we refine it in meditation. So one feeds the other. But I wanted to share a story with you. In the early years of Ananda, I was living up at the meditation retreat, serving on the staff there. In those days, when technology has advanced so quickly, I mean, when we talk about we didn't have computers, we didn't even have a telephone up there, and yet we had a guest program going on. We never knew who was coming. I mean, there was no way. I mean, people would mail in forms, but half the time they didn't arrive. So we were having a big event, Spiritual Renewal Week, up there, and I was working at registering people, and it was Sunday. And so people were coming, and we didn't know who was coming and where we were going to house them or anything. But we had a storeroom where we had sleeping bags and pads that people could sleep on. I don't think they ever were washed. But anyway, they were there, and we would give them to people as they came. And so I was serving at the desk, and I was just feeling very joyful. And, oh, hello, we didn't know you were coming. Okay, here's a sleeping bag and a pad. You can go out, and there's a tent, or there's a platform, there's a nice tree. You can sleep under the tree. And so finally, it was after dinner. It was about 10 o'clock, and I was locking up the office. And I saw some car headlights pull up, and this man arrived. Hi, I'm here for Spiritual Renewal Week. We had given away every blanket, every sleeping bag, every pad. But I was just so filled with energy. I said, just wait a minute, I'll get you set up. And I ran back to my trailer, and I got my little pad and my little sleeping bag, and I didn't tell the man they were mine. I said, here, you can use these. And that night, I had my little wooden plank bed and a little sheet over me, and that was that. But the next morning, and nobody knew about it. I didn't tell anybody. The next morning, Monday morning, Swami was giving the class. Hi, Neha, welcome. So nice to see you. The next morning, Swami was coming in to give the class. He walks over to me very quickly, takes my hand. He said, now you're getting the idea. Give it everything you've got with joy. He knew. I didn't tell him. But somehow he knew. And so the more we can just say willingly, joyfully, whatever you ask. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says to Arjuna, you who have overcome the carping spirit. It's so important. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. This is too hard. That's not my job. Not even whatever's asked. Whatever you see that needs to be done, you do it, and you do it with joy. And then there's that divine flow. But if the mind is analyzing, criticizing, they didn't make the right decision, I know better than them, that constant carping spirit eats you up inside and destroys your joy. But if you can just relate to everyone with joy and support and enthusiasm, and whatever you do, bring that energy, then you begin to, as Swami said, now you're getting the idea. And that was a beautiful moment in my life.